So now we're going to pick up stitches on the edge, which is going to anchor them in the fabric instead of creating a new cast on, and then we're going to be able to knit in the other direction. This is good for log cabin blankets or button bands. I'm going to I want to be consistent about the line that I use for picking up stitches so that it looks nice and neat in the finished fabric. So I'm going to choose this line and start up here. I'm going to go from the right side and poke my needle through. I want to make sure I'm catching at least 2 sides of a V. In this case, I'm catching 3. What I don't want to do is catch the very edge loop. So I'm going to go in there, wrap the yarn. I like to hold it together in a loop, taut, so that this is kind of taut on the needle, and then I can pull it through the fabric. Then I'm going to come into the middle of the next stitch, wrap the yarn like a regular knit stitch, and pull it through the fabric. And again into the third, wrap the yarn, pull it through, and here I have 3 knit stitches ready to work in that direction. But knit stitches are not square, so I'm going to skip the 4th stitch and pick up again in the 5th one and continue across my fabric, picking up 3 and skipping 1 out of every 4. Sometimes people will skip 1 out of every 3. And then that will give me, if I'm knitting stockinette in the other direction. Oops, did I skip? I did. You can kind of see the gaps. But once I start knitting, I'll have fabric that's even. If I pick up too many stitches, I will end up with a ruffle. And if I pick up too few stitches from this fabric, I'm going to make the fabric pucker. And neither one of those, unless you want a ruffle, is desirable. And you do want to make sure that you have enough for whatever pattern. So you can see that it's all in a straight line, and I have these stitches that are ready to work in the other direction, and then it creates a seam that will be on the inside.